What's going on, guys? Your boy T-Man and I'm back with another YouTube video. So today I just came back from an on-location photo shoot and I will be uploading that soon. But what I wanted to do was bring you an exclusive video that I thought would be helpful to many people that's trying to make a decision on the Godox AD300 Pro and the Godox AD200. But before I get into those details, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, as always, link them in the comments below. Also, if you have any feedback, kill me in the comments below. Either way. But here we have the Godox AD200 Pro and the Godox AD300 Pro. And I've seen a lot of conversation online with both of these lights. And a lot of people are trying to see, should I get this light? Should I not get this light? And it truly does depend. So what I'm here for is to give you my insights on using these two different lights for my on-location shoots and tell you what I've discovered, and maybe that can help you in some way decide whether or not you want to go for the AD300 Pro or the AD200. So we're gonna get right into those details. So first of all, when I use my AD200 versus AD300, the first thing that comes out immediately for someone who's looking to get it is the power. And so this is a 300 watt and this is a 200 watt. Now that is very significant. I found it very significant to me because shooting against the sun, I'm always running from the sun trying to find shade. But when I put this to the test in the shoot, I'll link it somewhere right here, and you can check that video photo shoot out as well. I used the AD300 and was shooting against the sun at like 1 p.m. where the sun is the brightest. And this light actually performed and outpowered the sun, in my opinion. Not very significantly like the AD300, AD400 will probably do, but it did illuminate the subject enough that I could get very nice pictures. So I was very happy with that. The AD200 just couldn't do it. I tried it before, had to put the softbox I was using up closer, and then eventually tried to use no softbox, just a reflector or bare bulb, and it still was not competing with the sun. So that's one great thing I would say with this. And so if some people say, get two of these, it provides flexibility, and that's true. But it's always different use cases for someone that might want to go with this instead of two AD200s. So that's that point. The second biggest thing for me that I will say is the battery. Now, if you notice here, I don't know why, but I was reading in the comments, somebody wasn't convinced that they take the same battery. So here you are, I'm going to convince you. They're the same size. Now I know you might want to see the power characteristics so you can see that they are actually the same, but I'm here to tell you these are the same batteries. Now the difference that I've seen is that this is a 300 watt, this is 200 watt. But I've noticed that when I shoot with this 300 watt on the same exact battery as the 200, which you should expect, this AD300 really is rated at about 320, 340 full power shots. And when I shoot outside, the battery literally is almost dead around that 300 to 330 shot. And that is crazy because with the AD200, it rates around that same area, maybe a little bit more, but I still end up with about a half power battery after firing so many shots. So this one definitely, as you would, think it is, because it has a higher power output, definitely drains the battery faster. So definitely it is a power consumer. The other thing with this particular model is that they are the same battery, power characteristics wise, but in terms of shape, the AD200 battery has a more bevel type shape, where this is more of a square type shape. And what that means is, I found that I was on a shoot and I was thinking that this AD300 would, take power almost as the AD200. So I didn't charge it for the shoot. I knew I had some battery left, but I was like, okay. And I got to the shoot and I found out that I got a good significant amount of the shoot done, so I wasn't too worried. But what happened was, it ended up dying. So I was able to take this AD200 battery and put it inside of the AD300. So that's good. Essentially, I have two batteries for this light now. Now, the only problem with that is, this is the AD300 battery, and it's no bueno. You cannot put the AD300 battery inside of the AD200. So one can go one way, but it does not work in the opposite direction. And that was pretty interesting. You might have a situation where you thought you could use that battery for it, but it's definitely not the case. Now, in terms of performance, the weight to me isn't as significant as I'm carrying it. I know I'll probably have it for a pretty long while, but once you take this case off, you can get a better visualization of the actual light. But those are some of the main things that I've noticed while using these lights, and I would definitely say you could take that information and see which one would you rather get. As you probably know, either configuration you're going to need adapters. For this, you need the S2 adapter if you want to integrate with any soft boxes. This one as well, you can use the same S2 adapter, but it also has an adapter that came with it previous to the S2 model. But there's all different types of configurations you can use. Me personally, I wanted this light because I wanted to try shooting with it. Another feature that I know is really different between these two is I guess for the AD200 is the actual, I don't even know if you want to call it a modeling lamp, because there's some LEDs when this bulb is not in, you can turn on the actual LED light, and it's really not useful when you have a soft box. But on this hand, I actually like this one because you actually have the same lighting setup, right? But you can change the power of the light. So it goes from step 1 all the way to 10. So that's nice. Also, you can change the temperature of the light. And so it goes down from 3000 Kelvin all the way up to 6000 Kelvin. And so hopefully you can see that dramatic change on the color temperature. And the AD200 just simply does not contain those same things. Now, I did find that This modeling lamp isn't as powerful, so you know, it might be certain cases when it's maybe a little bit darker outside where it actually provides enough light for you to get a nice focus on your model. So it's still kind of struggling in that area, but in terms of price, definitely this is the cheaper option. This has a little more functionality that you can use, and so for my setup personally, I use this as my main light, and a lot of times I use this for a backlight or a hair light, if you want to call it that, and it does pretty well in my photography shoot to just have it. And then together, you know, the weight, I put them in this book bag right here, which is why I have it right here. I typically put it in there, and together the weight is almost negligible, so it doesn't hurt at all to have them in there. So I just wanted to bring that information to you. Hopefully that brings some justice to some people. I know you also have the AD200 option that you can go to, which will give you 100 watts more of power. That would be significant for overpowering the sun, but I just want to let you know that I was able to do the same thing with this 300. Now you could take that, watch the other video, and give your synopsis on if the overpowering was significant enough, but I know that the images came out good enough that they were usable and that I was happy with the quality. So it's your boy T-Mid. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, you can find me on my Instagram page that is always linked in the corner below and in the description box. Now, if you have any questions, make sure you hit me in my comment section. I always am open to any comments, question, or even feedback that you have, because this is a channel that is consistently growing, so I appreciate all of the subscribers. It's definitely coming together, so I definitely want to give a shout out to you for subscribing, watching, liking, and, you know, providing feedback. It definitely all helps the channel and, you know, the growing of this channel. Your boy T-Mid, I'm out. Peace.